don't cheat.
Women
What
cheat.
do you think makes men cheat?
Nothing.
Oh, nothing.
Nothing.
No matter how good you are, what are you talking about? You're a good cook.
No, you need to understand. You cannot
one by one.
There's nothing.
I want to hear this. Educate me.
But you
Just be yourself.
why do men cheat? Is that what you said?
Yes, tell me why do you think men cheat? Let's just cover it one by one and we'll move on.
I don't know. I don't know why he's cheating. It's not my problem. They don't need a reason.
Even why
I don't think they cheat no matter what.
when it cheats,
It's a nature.
It's
a nature.
when your boyfriend cheats or your husband cheats, how do you?
How do I handle it? Well, I believe in communication. I'm a big, like, for me, communication and love, or the feeling of love, they're part. Like, it's the same thing for me. Love and communication are on the same level. So I don't say love then communication. I say communication and love. So for me, if we'll have a conversation around it. I believe, well, before we get married, we should be best of friends and whatnot. We have a conversation around it. We should be able to trash issues. So if it's something like, okay, babe, I cheated, but like, this is what happened. You know, I need help or whatnot. So if it's but then if it goes, oh yeah, so what do you want to do about it? I'm like,
He has to tell you. He has to tell you he needs help. But the honest,
not all men are like that.
Some would
disrespect you.
Yes.
Some will disrespect you. Then that's the problem.
The ones that admit are the ones that are going to do it again and tell you, baby, I cheated because you believe that you now trust them.
Yeah,
like you won't
exactly.
do it again. It's
I
going
know,
to
but
do
they'll
it
even tell you and they want you to be cool with it.
Be cool with it.
A guy has said to me before, you know, I slept with her, I even gave her head. Yes.
Being honest, yes, you're friends, you're communicating.
And it was like,
You have to be careful.
and it was like, I have to be cool with it. Because it's a man. I have to be cool with it. And he said to me, oh, I won't even tell you anymore. It's because I've been telling you and you're not cool with it. He told me you gave
He wants you to say,
you know what?
It should be appreciated.
He wants you to say, wow, babe, you said. So what now happened? And you're hot, you know. He wants to tell you what happened. You should have done this one. Did you use condom? So you have used condom.
He even said to me, they were doing that, and the guy said, you know what, take out the condom,
Actually, wasn't lying.
No, wait, what's it?
He's trying to like, no, he's trying to talk to his
and I was like,
we are friends.
I should be
No.
Thank you.
Let me tell you, that's disrespectful.
You will gist about it.
He won't tell you another one. He
Why
won't
you
tell you
use
another
condom
one. He
like-
has told you. He won't tell you another one.
No,
That's why he said that.
No, that's classless. That's disrespectful.
So what do you expect me to say?
And it brings me to the.
It's not disrespectful.
I'm not saying anybody's perfect. It's friendship. I'm not saying anybody's perfect. But it all comes down to the person that you choose.
No, she's being sensitive.
No. It's not. See, so it all comes down to like your choice. I'm assuming that before we get married, we would have done our due diligence, we would have prayed very hard and all that. And you know, and then with the hoping that you marry. I'm not by God. I'm not hoping that I'm going to marry the wrong person.
Amen.
I'm not hoping I'll get married to somebody that'll be like, I cheated on her, then I took the. Like that's very distasteful and class. Like that's just. But my dad would never like. Do you understand?
But you know one thing.
I would just conclude on one thing.
One thing. Before you get to the point of that, there were other minor things, and you graduated to that.
Yes.
Because you don't just go from being hey, I love you,
and I cheated, and then I.
No, but hold on, you guys. I think.
You're
Do you know what?
getting
Hold
what
on.
she
You
said.
said something. Sometimes us women, when we find out incidentally, men hide cheating.
Yeah.
If he respects
me.
you,
If he respects you and he wants to somewhat keep the relationship, it's still convenient. They hide cheating. Then it gets to a stage where you, apropos, if it's not apropos, incidentally, you find out. How you respond, how you deal with it determines the aftermath. It determines the aftermath. So that's where some women, the question before, prior to this was, would you stay with a man if he cheats? Are you with me? So sometimes we're like, okay, I want to salvage my relationship. I want to stay with him. But let me just hear the reason. Maybe it's me. Maybe it's that. Let me be understanding. So why did you cheat? Then his barriers comes down. Okay, she wants to know. Okay, she still cares. Okay, maybe this. Okay, tell me, so what happened? So how did you do it? So it gives you, so distasteful as you call it, you request opted for it. And often, bear with me.
Yes, true.
I'm not saying it's wrong, I'm just telling you what happened. I'm not saying you're going to ask, but I'm saying to you that women do. We want to know, what is it? How did she do it?
Oh, yeah, and I agree with that, but what I said was distasteful was the way he was saying, oh, one way,
we don't get maybe you have probed him to that extent. But then the difference now, the difference now is distinguishing.
We always want to know the details.
The difference now is you're the way you now respond. The way you now deal with this. A man who will then be so open to tell you, now he's not dealing with you as a relationship. He's not dealing with you as his wife, his girlfriend. He's dealing with you as his mate. Which then means that what you have now done, all you wanted to know for your sanity is, why did you do it? He's giving you all the details, maybe because you probed, you want to know. And you probably got the inkling that you're man enough to handle it. He's giving you the details. But the way you deal with the information and the way what you indicate from the way you deal with the information will determine whether he continues to do it in your face. Because often what we do is that we listen and we go on like we can do don't do it again. But when he starts doing it, it's like, you didn't leave me. I told you all the details. You didn't leave me, and he's going to graduate and he's going to do it in your face.
So the best is to walk away.
Then, no, for me,
in that instance, when it's distasteful.
For me, cheating, when you say men cheat, it's a lifestyle. It's normal. You can't leave a man.
Men and their ego, right?
Yes. You're leaving another man because he's cheating. You're going to another guy, he's going to cheat. You're going. No. All men cheat. Expect it. The only thing you can do is be matured about it. Do not go through his phone. Do not think about it. Like she said, do not think about it, but don't expect it. So when he now does it, like, oh Lord. All men cheat.
So
because at some point, no, he might not cheat. Some men, but I'll tell you, 95% of men, it's not because they want to leave their wife.
No, they never leave their wife.
Some leave their wife because of that.
4% of men leave their wives. It's only 4%.
Do you understand? Some leave their wives. Some even
only 4%.
So
yeah, so most of them will not leave their wives.
So but it now depends on the way you can handle cheating. So when you go into marriage, always put it as it's one of the basic.
I don't think you should. I disagree.
No,
I believe I will not go into marriage thinking that, oh, he's going to cheat. I'm expecting him to cheat.
Don't even think about it. That's what I said. Don't even think about it.
But in relationship, anything at the back of my mind. No, if it does, God forbid he does, it's not my problem. That's why I kept saying, a lot of things, I'm not going to internalize and personalize it. Yes, it will hurt me, but I'm not going to let it affect then I'm going to stop working or I'm going to go crazy.
That's why I said it's a lifestyle that is something that
so he had fun with someone else and then I'm going to make it I'm not saying it's easy. It will be hurtful. Maybe I'll travel, maybe I'll go do something fun and nice for myself. But then I know that most men cheat. Hopefully my husband is not a cheat or a serial cheat.
Amen.
But I'm not going to be like, because I know the impact, the negative impact. It can totally destroy your life. If you're thinking he's going to cheat, but he has cheated now. I told you. I'm not going to. I'm a trusting person. I know. Yes, I've trusted a lot of people, and that fell apart. But that doesn't stop me from trusting the next person.
So cheating shouldn't even be a problem. Cheating shouldn't be something like Yes, I'm only saying cheating shouldn't.
No, it's not even in my. So I'm not like cheating.
Reality, I'm telling you, because most times the reason why we fight with our boyfriends is that he cheated. Why do you fight with your boyfriend? Not even husband now.
You know, I watch like motivational stuff preaching every single morning, and one day someone said, when you don't know, one of these pastors said, when you don't know the intent or when you don't have boundaries, there's bound to be abuse. So you have to have boundaries. You can't just say, because everyone cheats, it's fine. Let's just open the floodgates. You cheat, I'll cheat. You cheat on Monday, I'll cheat on Tuesday.
Because I know because you're a man, you cheat. So you can't cheat. No, you still have